remember being 16 years old and talking about my day and how things have been, all the stuff I was going through as a teenager, the mid-teen crisis, and feeling really down. A lot more of a battle, personal battle with friends, and in my mind of how I felt about things and studying and struggling at school. And I remember significantly talking to my cousin, and she had a lot of joy about her. And I say joy because it was unexplainable. She just said, "Look, I'm just really happy these days." And I said, "Well, no, honestly, there must be a reason." She said, "Okay, well, it's Jesus." I said, "Okay, cool. I know Jesus." And she said, "No, you don't know my Jesus." And that was monumental for me because I felt it was something exclusive, something that I didn't have and didn't know about, but wanted to get to know. I'd been to church before, and something clearly wasn't there because I didn't have what she had. I was very curious. So she invited me to church, and actually I made it that Sunday, but I made it at the very end, caught the amens, as they say. I caught the very last 5 minutes. I was so late, but I was determined to get there and had all sorts of craziness in order to get there as well, but still made it. And for some reason I found myself going up for the altar call and not really knowing why at the time, but down the end, at the altar at the front, and people were praying for me. This guy spoke to me and spoke into my life, spoke about things that you're going through and how you're feeling about yourself. God sees it and he's there for you, and you're going to come out the other side. It's really been building up, but like this moment things are going to change, and you can be really confident about that. And I felt quite emotional, obviously, that he's spoken about things that, you know, he spoke a bit more, but things that I genuinely felt he didn't have a clue about, never met me before, like I'd never seen him before. That was a bit weird, but also really comforting. So I decided to keep going to church, and I genuinely feel that things have been different, and I would never stop growing, or furthermore, I would never stop believing in God the way I see it now. The people I've met along the journey, and how I feel myself, how I'm able to be a nicer, better, creative, more fun person. I contribute to God's love and the journey that he's got me on. When I first came to the church, I felt very welcome, very engaged. Everyone's really friendly, and I've been to all different places, clubs, associations, churches, that you don't necessarily feel that you can connect with people, but immediately I felt like I can, and great, but been building friendships ever since.